What's up, y'all? This your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This morning on the phone we have a brother whose name is Emmitt Roscoe, and he said that he's wrongfully convicted. So we're going to give him an opportunity to tell us what's going on with him and see how we the people can help him. So we're going to jump right in there. All right, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm blessed, alive, above ground. I'm good.
All right, glad that you decided to pull up on us and tell us, what's going on with you. So we're gonna jump right into it, okay?
That's a bet.
All right, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
I can say my name is Emmitt. Most of my closest loved ones and family members that call me EJ or Lil Emmitt. I'm from Chesapeake. I'm basically raised in the inner cities of Chesapeake and Portsmouth, mainly known from the Portsmouth area. I've been in prison for the last 15 years, missing out on a lot of, first times in life. So
Right.
it's very, very important that I, just get the word out to the people because I'm wrongfully convicted, I'm over sentenced, and most of all, I'm innocent.
Right. All right, so I never met anyone that's from that area. So tell us, how was it growing up there?
It was rough. My granddaddy, he tried to provide in various different ways. He was on the wrong side of the law and the right side of the law. You know what I'm saying? Like he did what he could to survive, and and in doing that, he taught me some things that probably won't be accepted by the community, or won't be accepted by a judge, or won't be accepted by somebody who didn't have to live the lifestyle that I live. You know what I'm saying? Gun violence, drugs. My uncle's overtaken by drugs. My mother, addicted to drugs. My father addicted to alcohol and dealing in drugs and things of that nature, coming to prison and things of that nature. So it's not a lifestyle that a kid should have to live. You know what I'm saying? I believe my first gun charge was at the age of 14 years old. I probably seen more of a jail cell as a kid, that I shouldn't have ever seen, just because of being in certain places at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Because that's just where I had to be. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. I didn't have a choice to go live in the suburb or things of that nature. So, where I'm from, it's a struggle. You feel me? It's a struggle to get out. It's a struggle to stay in.
Yeah, people in desperate surroundings sometimes end up in desperate situations. That's statistically shown. So I know that you say that you're wrongfully convicted and that you're innocent of what they charged you with. What was your charge?
I had a string of check cashing robberies. I had the most important thing to me is I will be coming home this year on November 30th, 7 days after my 33rd birthday. And the most important part of my whole situation is I was wrongfully convicted for aggravated malicious wounding times 2, use of a firearm times 4, an attempted robbery, a crime I didn't commit completely. You feel me? A crime I'm not taking credit for. I didn't take a plea for. I fought tooth and nail and lost my whole entire life, and nobody is dead behind what they saying, alleging I did.
Right. So tell us, how did you end up with this wrongful conviction? Like, walk us through the events up to court.
Okay, I was in Chesapeake, chilling, and my baby mama, little brother, he reached out to me and told me that he had been shot and that he needed an alibi. He didn't say alibi. We was kids at the time. He told me he just needed me to come pick him up and take him from Portsmouth to Chesapeake, so it looked like he got shot in Chesapeake versus being shot in Portsmouth.
Okay.
So me being a friend, a homeboy, I did it for him. You know what I'm saying? And long story short, he wound up catching a case for selling heroin in Portsmouth, and basically telling the people, that he had a better situation to give them for the heroin case. So he told the people that I was with him. Of course, he knew all of the events which happened because he was there. He got shot there. You feel me? I was in Chesapeake. I don't know what happened. So, I was picked up days later, and I've never seen the streets again. I've been in here ever since that time.
Dang. So tell us about your legal representation. Do you think that they did well to fight your case, or What do you think about that?
I mean, not at all. Not at all, because okay, it was a situation where I was so young that I didn't know the justice system. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know what to point to my lawyer and tell her.
Right.
But lo and behold, by the grace of Allah, I was building with a brother down at the Portsmouth City Jail, and the brother was telling me like, "Yo, let me see your paperwork." And, you know, I'm skeptical to show him my paperwork and stuff, because as a kid, you know what I'm saying, the lawyers tell us, don't show your paperwork because somebody might jump on your case. And if they jump on your case, we're really going to lose. You know what I'm saying? So I was skeptical, but somehow, somewhere, I wound up letting the brother see my paperwork. And it was a statement by the detectives inside of the paperwork that said he couldn't talk to me because I initially asked for a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
So when I was picked up, you know what I'm saying, they told me that they wanted me for all these strings of robberies and attempted murders and things of that nature. And me having never murdered anybody, I had nothing to fear, so I stopped and talked to the detective. But once he started questioning me about stuff that I thought was too perplexing, that I didn't know about, I asked to speak to my lawyer, I asked to speak to my mother, and I never was allowed to. Like, they told me, no, this ain't New York. They don't come down here and sit with you. You going to answer these questions or you going to jail.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I continued to ask for a lawyer, and I never received one. So when I was down there in the jail, the dude seen my paperwork, and he was like, this is wrong. Like, you asked for a lawyer. He admitting you asked for a lawyer. You was interrogated for over 12 hours before they even secured anything close to you saying you had something to do with this shit. So, I went through the joint. I wrote my lawyer, told her that I wanted her to suppress the statement. She acted like she was going to do it, but she never did it. And that statement wound up being used against me. And coming to my knowledge of self now, it was a coerced statement. It wasn't nothing I wanted to say. For 12 hours, I told them I didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't know nothing about it. So, you know, I feel like my legal representation was nothing. It wasn't nothing but a white person sitting beside me, delegating my return to slavery again. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How old were you when all of this happened?
I was 18. I just turned 18. I had been 18 6 months. Just turned 18.
Okay. So your legal representation definitely seemed to have failed you. Did you try to do any appeals, or how did that go?
Yeah, I did a direct appeal, 3-panel judge appeal, and then at that point, I didn't know that I had to ask for a Supreme Court to review. I didn't know I had to ask for that. I'm under the education that my case would be appealed all the way to the highest level of court, which is the Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court for Virginia. So I didn't ask for it because I didn't think I had to ask for it.
Right.
But I did get a first direct appeal and a 3-panel judge appeal. I never received a Supreme Court appeal because I never was informed that I had that. But nobody ever explored the issue that my confession was coerced. Nobody ever explored me telling them like, look, I didn't do it. Like, I'm innocent. Nobody gave me that benefit of the doubt that America say we innocent until proven guilty. I was guilty until I was proven guilty. You feel me? Like, I'm not understanding that.
Yeah, America got a whole different judicial system when it comes to black and brown faces. We definitely know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that these things happen to you. I know that's a lot, you know, especially being young. And you said it's been about 15 years now?
Yeah, it's been 15 years now. Yesterday made it a whole 15 years, just yesterday.
Damn. So what are some of the things that you've been doing since you've been incarcerated, bro?
I've been educating myself on my constitutional rights. I've been I'm successful in a lot of, you know, legal litigation against the Department of Corrections and the wrong things that they doing now. And, upon my incarceration, I've completed some classes and got a few certificates. For the most part, I just been educating myself, something that I didn't have the liberty of out there in the world because I always just couldn't be taught. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sitting down in a cell, I've been able to exercise my brain and open some books that I'm interested in and and that's what I've been doing, educating myself and, just trying to be the best man I can be. Even though none of that stuff matters to the government right now. None of that. They don't review me and say, hey, what have you accomplished in life? Let's review your situation because you didn't murder anybody, you didn't hurt any women, you didn't hurt any children. Yeah, but they say you did this, but maybe we can see if you have a different train of thought. Like, I'm not being afforded an opportunity. It's an egregious act of miscarriage of justice, if you will. Like, I'm trying to change my image and be the best man I can be, but I'm not given an opportunity.
For sure. So let me ask you, what are your hopes to gain from this interview, and what are you asking of the people that hear it?
If I have anything to say, I'm just a local individual, man. I'm from the inner city Tidewater area, and I haven't physically lost my life. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. This is me. This is Emmitt George Roscoe Jr. You feel me? The living, breathing Emmitt George Roscoe Jr. And while I have sympathy for the brothers and sisters out there in the world who are gunned down by the police or gunned down due to inner city, violence and stuff like that, I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want to die in here. You feel me? Like, I'm innocent. I'm asking, like, I'm just hoping that somebody hear my story and show some interest. I don't have $20,000 or $30,000 to give to a lawyer very offhand. They'd be like, can you help me get home? You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, man, I'm being painted as a bad person. So I want the people to know I'm not a gang member. I'm a Muslim.
Okay. I'm
a father. I'm a son. I'm a grandson. I'm somebody. I've never hurt anybody. So, I'm just hoping that somebody see me as a human being and fight for me like we fought for George Floyd, you know what I'm saying, which we fought for the Central Park 6, you know what I'm saying, Henry Hincapie, a Spanish brother who was coerced to tell that he did something that he didn't do. And when the people fought for him, they brought him home. He's home now. The Central Park 6, when they were fought for, they were brought home. And then even the whole Miranda versus Arizona tell you that I don't have to testify against myself. But if I'm coerced to testify against myself, that is wrong, and it's an injustice, and it should be responded to. And I'm just asking the people just to show some support, sign the petition. If you know anybody that is on the legal side of things that could help me, with my conviction and things of that nature, guide and direct me to that to that person. And I just want some support, man. You know what I'm saying? My fight for justice, my fight for freedom. I want some support, you know what I'm saying? And to anybody that aids and assists in that matter, I gratefully owe you, all the gratitude in the world.
I definitely understand that, and I think the listeners will understand that as well. So let's talk about some brighter things. What do you plan to do when you come home?
I want to open a string of mobile barbershops, like hairstyling and barbershops. I got a name for it called Texter Style, where people will be on these industrial Mercedes-Benz vans, cutting hair, styling hair, doing hair, and we'll just go around and delegate our services to making sure people who got to work all day get a haircut in case they got an event they got to go to at night. Kids get their haircut for school and things of that nature. That's what I want to do, and then just help the inner city community, younger brothers and sisters who going down the wrong road. I want to be able to show them that even if you're going down the wrong road right now, it's a brighter light at the end of the tunnel, so you don't got to go down that wrong road. Learn from experiences, and let's try to guide them to do something better so they don't have to suffer what I've suffered just because of my just being had to deal with poverty. You feel me?
Yeah. I think those are two amazing things. We definitely need help out here when it comes to our babies and our youth, and that's a really good innovative idea for the mobile hairstyles and barbershop. So definitely kudos to that, and you're gonna have much success. There's no doubt in my mind. I know we don't got too much more time, but I want to give you an opportunity to address the public just whatever is on your heart or your mind. You know, the floor is yours.
Okay, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm a Muslim, man. I've been fashioned to believe a certain kind of way since I was a kid, and I am not what they say those charges are. I am not a gun charge. I'm not an aggravated malicious wounding charge or robbery charge. That's just part of my story.
You have 1 minute remaining.
That's just part of my story. And if anybody who hearing this or seeing this got somebody who incarcerated, I just always lean toward help your peoples, help us. You know what I'm saying? Because we human beings, we got breath, blood, a heart, everything running through our bodies the same way as people do. Everybody not in here because they bad people. So if you will, just reach out to my Facebook, Emmitt Muhammad X. Show me some love, and if you can aid and assist in any shape, form, or fashion, I'm gladly grateful. And I just ask that y'all be blessed and have a good day. That's it.